Hi, I'm Walter Pacheco. I'm the Orlando Sentinel's technology reporter. I spent this morning at the Apple store watching people make a line outside of the store, waiting to get their hands on the brand new iPad. Lines were kind of long outside, maybe around 200 people, but everything was going smoothly. There were lines outside of local AT&T stores as well as Verizon stores. But my colleague, Roger Simmons, walked into a Target store. There was no line, and he got himself the brand new iPad.
Yeah, so this morning I was thinking I wanted to get the new iPad. But I didn't want to wait in line too much, so I figured I'd check out the Target right by where I live at Waterford Lakes. Kind of went through the parking lot. There were a bunch of people at Best Buy. Walked right into Target, and they had them available, and just walked right up and got it. So I was pretty amazed that nobody had thought of Target, perhaps, or maybe they had a bigger supply than people thought.
Did they say anything about that there was a line outside earlier?
No,
or
they
anything
didn't
like
mention that there was a line earlier, but they had at least probably 10 more just sitting there because they were bringing them out as you asked for them. So I don't know if they're still there at this point, but they were there. I was happy I got mine. So the one thing, they were out of the 64 gig. I was upgrading to, I have an iPad 2, and I was upgrading from 16 to 32, and they had plenty of the 32 when I was there. So
excited about opening it up?
I'm excited about opening it, and so we'll see what's in here. And then we also have the iPad 1 and iPad 2 to do a comparison with as well. So let's go ahead and open this puppy up, see what it's like. I noticed the box seems the same as iPad 2. The only thing difference is there's no 2 on it, right? And on the back, it does say 4G.
Does it feel heavier to you just in the box?
I don't remember what the box felt like the last time I got it, but it does feel a little heavier, and that's one thing I've heard online is that people are saying that it's definitely a bit heavier.
I think it has a little.
There we go. All right, so ooh, that looks nice. All right, so there it is. We get your directions, which of course nobody ever looks at the directions because Apple does a great job with its products, so you really don't need directions. Another USB plug-in. Got the great charger there. I don't think there's anything under that stuff.
Nah.
And you got, of course, your Apple stickers in there. So it does feel, I gotta say, a little heavier at this point, now that it's compared to my iPad 2. Let's take off the protective film. Looks pretty nice so far. Actually, I even noticed, I don't know if maybe just because it's new, but it actually, the border around it looks a little different. So we'll see. Let's see.
Here's with the iPad 1.
So that's iPad 1. So in do comparison, let's see. Of course,
looks exactly the same.
Looks exactly about the same. And then here is iPad 2. I'll take my smart cover off right now. So that's iPad 2 with it as well. Looks pretty close. And let's see if we can do see how thin they are. The new iPad is supposed to be a little thicker, a couple millimeters, I think, but I don't really see that much of a difference, to tell you the truth at this point. Do you feel any difference between the two?
No, they feel the same to me.
They feel the same? Well, that's good, because I use my iPad a lot. I'm holding it a lot, travel with it, so we'll see what happens. And of course, I want to sync this up with my home computer and everything, but I'll go ahead and turn it on now just so we can see. One thing I wonder about the Retina display is the fingerprints on the screen. Is that going to annoy you even more now? Because the fingerprints annoy me, but with the great display, maybe it really will stand out even more.
Yeah, they probably will do that. It's the same on all of them, pretty much.
And looking forward to the new processor. Hopefully that'll speed things up a little bit.
And the 4G LTE.
4G would be nice too. I
really
think
the
this is actually the AT&T model. I previously had Verizon, but they had AT&T, and I said, "What the heck? I'll try that." My iPhone is on AT&T. So there it is, the iPad. Looks nice. Let's see what happens. Lots of nice little language. I'll pick English for now. Go ahead. And I'll pick the United States. Good old USA. I'll go ahead and enable the location services. And so now it's asking me, showing me the different, well, it immediately picked up on the different Wi-Fi that we have here in the building. In fact, that's more Wi-Fi than was picked up on my iPad 2 when we were here before. It was only showing one signal, so maybe it's a little more receptive. Other network, I don't really need other network. I'm looking for our open network here. OSC.
Just setting it up.
Yep. So there it goes. So next. And of course it's asking about wanting to set it up as a new iPad. go through that. Sign in with my Apple ID, so let me go do that real
Was the
quick.
sign-in procedure the same as the
This
other?
seems exactly the same as before with the iPad 2. And let me get that on there real quick.
Are you noticing anything different already with the display, or?
It does look sharper. I will say that it looks a little more crisp. But what do you think from that? Sorry, I mean, we'll show it to the camera in a second. Since I type in my password, nobody look. If I can remember what it is now. Okay. So here we go. I'm agreeing to the terms and conditions. I agree on all that stuff. And let's see what says. Take a few minutes to locate the Apple ID. It's at 79% power coming out of the box, which I always love about Apple products, that they already have some power, so you can play with them for a little bit.
Fully charged.
Yeah. For now, I'm not going to use iCloud just because we want to hurry up and show you the screen. Oh, so here's a new one. This is one of the new features on the iPad 3, or the new iPad as they call it, which is the dictation function, which is setting that up where on the keyboard you can push the microphone and basically dictate emails rather than typing them in. That's
kind of using the same Siri technology.
Yeah, it's like Siri technology, but without Siri there talking back to you, apparently, because she gets sassy sometimes, so I don't want to talk to her.
But look at the clarity already of that icon.
That is really, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the icon is very clear. Looks really great. We'll say for right now I'm not going to use dictation, so we'll skip over to the next. We'll go ahead and say you can send some diagnostics, register with Apple. I'll start using iPad. Now here's the best part, so let's see what happens. And there we go. There's the new screen. Definitely looks very crisp, very sharp, I think. Do you want to do a side-by-side comparison between that and iPad 2? Because that's 2. This is 1. What do you think?
Not to say that the icons on iPad 2 are fuzzy, but compared to this, they look slightly fuzzy.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're not as bright.
You want to hold that up and see if we can show? I don't know if we'll just get that on camera, but this is the new iPad. That's my iPad 2. It does look a lot more crisp, I think.
They're brighter
on
too.
Here, definitely with that. Let's see if they added any photos. Don't have any photos in there yet, so we'll have to do that. And the camera is supposed to be, that's one of the things I was really looking forward to. I was kind of disappointed in the camera on the iPad. I take my iPad on vacation. Not that it's my primary camera, but if it's with you and you see something, it's good to take a picture with it. And
you don't find it awkward?
I find it very awkward. That's why it's not my primary means, but it's, if you have it and you see something and have a chance to take a photo, it's good. And that was, I had a couple opportunities like that with the iPad 2, and the pictures, the quality was just not very good. So I'm hoping that this would be better. I know the front-facing camera is the same as it was in iPad 2, which is real low res for FaceTime, but the regular images look pretty good. Other than just looking at us, I don't know if you're going to be able to see too much on there. They're just looking at us.
Yeah. So,
but it's supposed to be same kind of camera setup as on iPhone 4S, which I love my iPhone 4S camera, so I think that's good. Trying to think, what else are some of the new features on it? That's kind of about it. I will say I do love the display. I think that it does look really cool.
It's very sharp.
Be all interested in getting this, but what's the next Apple product?
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
We're comparing the new iPad with the iPad 2.
Yeah. So this is the third one. So there's a 1, 2, and then
this is the third
call it-
generation.
You can't call it 3. Don't call it
But you know what always gets me about Apple is that as soon as they put out a new one, they're always working on the next one.
Right,
And I
right.
happen to have the new iPad 4.
Really?
So yeah.
Already?
I mean, it's incredibly.
I just got this.
No, but I know somebody at Apple. He used to work here. He went there and he sent me this, a prototype. They actually left it in a bar. They do that sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's incredibly thin and light. So I just wanted to show it to you two guys and make you jealous, to be honest. So.
Holy man,
Yeah.
that is light. Do you feel it? Look how thin that is.
Yeah, you could compare it to the new
Yeah.
iPad. It's remarkably thin.
Yeah, just really, really, really great. So, do you want to take a look at it? I mean, compare the displays.
Well, sure. So
Yeah,
let's see.
So here it is. I mean, that's just great. It's just really, really like it. So, and believe it or not, it was really.
What is? I don't get that.
It doesn't have the swipe motion.
It jammed up sometime. It's a prototype, so it's probably just. No, it works.
All right. One thing
really good.
I
no.
This is
It's flexible. It's flexible. It's flexible. It's new. It's
that,
cool.
That looks like paper.
It's not. I don't know why. I don't know why.
This is paper.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, you guys just play with your iPad, your new iPad.
All right, so not everybody can get the new iPad, but if you don't want to pretend, try checking out some non-traditional places like maybe Target, Walmart. I guess everybody lines up at the Apple Store, and in fact, someone said to me this morning that I'm not really a true iPad person if I didn't wait in line 2 hours to get this. So.
And I don't think the craze is as it was for the iPhone 4S. I mean, for the iPhone 4S.
Yeah.
I think people are going to wait a little bit longer for these, but
Okay.
still.
I'm just gonna take this.
I'm going to go back to Target.
Thank you.